he's been offered housing, so it's not an issue. It's not an affordable housing issue, folks. That is the seemingly invincible fallacy that people want you to believe regarding the homeless. All right, gang. So this is the last Friday of the month, and that's when all the food trucks come. And then you got, it makes it a little more challenging to figure out where the homeless folks are. And sometimes people just roll up in here just to panhandle for this event, and then they leave. And the reason I know that is because I saw a month ago, I saw a guy literally passed out. He had been panhandling, then he was drinking, and then he passed out, and he's not a regular homeless person in the neighborhood. But I'm gonna do my usual spots, and we'll leave that event pretty much alone. I may stop in again to see if anybody has kind of like obviously panhandling, but it's hard to figure out who's doing what at the event. Okay, this is 4400 block of Magnolia, and here at Valley we've got the plumber. He's here tonight. He's usually here every night. Just our #1 person on the census. I usually see him at the corner of Hollywood Way and Magnolia, and then he comes down here to spend his evenings. All right, gang, you still got the cart there. The carts with wheels are gone, but the cart that has no wheels is still there, and it's been there for a very long time here at Hollywood Way and Magnolia Boulevard. Finally, Porto stopped blocking the right-of-way, the alley. I don't know why they would think they have the right to just put cones up there. It's a public alley, and I've been bringing that to the attention of the city as well. Anyway, no other homeless people in the immediate Magnolia Park area. I'm gonna go check out the park, and then I'll keep going around. Hey gang, so we got a sleeper here. I don't know who this is. In camis, he's got shorts or something, or maybe that's his underwear, at Victory and Magnolia Boulevard. I'm gonna call this into Street Plus to seek assistance for the gentleman. He's here at the 76th station, and you know, I told the city a while ago they ought to do what LA does and weld a little tube in the middle of these things so people don't sleep on them. And it's just a simple thing. They retrofitted them in LA. They should do it here in Burbank to prevent sleeping at the bus shelters. Hey gang, so here's the Varney building. This building was on fire in March, and it still does not have a proper fence. At this height, the fence allowed squatters in. They really need to do something about it. We still have one camper here. The other tent is gone. I don't see him on the backside either. This is a young guy. If I was gonna say what his shade is, I try not to use ethnicities because you never know. People could have a tan. He's 5 on a 10 shade guide, and he's very young, probably early 20s, and he uses scooters to get around. People keep saying, well, the scooters are great. I'm like, no, they're actually not. When you own your own scooter, that's great, because you own your own scooter, that's great. You can go ride around on your own scooter. But when you rent those scooters, those things are not good for the community on all kinds of levels. 410 Varney, the tent is still here. I don't know when the city's going to abate this stuff. I mean, it really makes no sense to me why they didn't abate it a month ago when I started ranting about it, but I'm on to the next area. Hey gang, so we're here at Sherwin-Williams on Victory, 814 Victory. And of course, the goat man came up here, and he's caused trouble in LA. He has wasted police resources everywhere he goes. He causes arguments and fights with people. You can see it on YouTube. And he left his junk here, and now Public Works has to come, and you and I will pay for the pickup. Krispy Kreme donuts, and I've never seen this guy before, but he's obviously homeless, not helpless, homeless guy, and he's hanging out by Krispy Kreme. You always see the people hanging out at the high volume entrances and exits of drive-thrus or walk-up locations. It's very common, and that's where he's at. He's at the Krispy Kreme, one of the higher volume drive-thrus in this section here in this Empire Center.